at all those data rods. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Monster Hunter World. Well, this isn't really an episode, it's a stream. I figured seeing as I haven't actually recorded a proper episode of Monster Hunter in a while, I might as well stream this one. Oh yeah, I got the Odegaron chest now. Speak with the 3rd Fleet Master. Alright, that's what we gotta do. He's over here if I remember correctly. No, wait, no, not the 3rd Fleet. That's not the 3rd Fleet Master. The 3rd Fleet Master is on the research base. There you go. It's been so long since I played this. But, Rise is coming out soon, so I'm not going to be able to record for quite a while because I'll be busy playing that, and I don't have the equipment to actually... record Rise as much as I would love to, so I might not be on the PS4 for a while to upload my shittily made videos. Oh, lovely. I also won't be able to cut out any of the footage in this because obviously it's a stream, so that'll be up to you guys to skip it. I don't know how good the quality of it is though. It should be better once it's actually come out on the channel. Your 3rd Fleet Master. There we go. I love Monster Hunter. It's one of my favorite games. I still haven't decided what game I'm going to play next. Whether I'm going to play Borderlands or if I'm going to play Dark Souls. I'm leaning more towards Dark Souls payment. Kushala, Teostra, or Val? Val's the hardest. Teostra's gonna be easier. I've got to find all 3 of them anyway, so it doesn't really matter which one I start with. But with difficulty, Val is definitely going to be the hardest. He's just a dick in general to play. Sick rhymes, eh? Your videos. Is the stream up? Wait, no, how do I find my stream? I always forget this. Notifications? No. How do I find my stream? Aha, there we go. I have found my stream. I'm gonna turn down the volume now. I'm just gonna watch it from there to make sure the quality is decent. See, in that entire... This is how long the loading screens are. For those of you who haven't played this game, this is what I have to cut out of my videos. How long these are. There we go. Alright. If I remember correctly, Kushala Daora's tracks should be just around here. You should find a lot of them. Maybe a tempered Anjanath every once in a while. I'm trying to look around to see if I can just spot any of the tracks. I saw one of them. But where was it? I gotta fill up the entire red bar. That's gonna be so annoying. It's gonna take me like 2 or 3 trips. Maybe less? I don't know. That's a Jagras track. I'm gonna be very sad when this game goes offline. I know it won't go offline for a couple years, but it's not getting any resurgence, so not as many people are playing it anymore. Only me and a couple of my friends are still playing it. That's not the monster I want. Oh, that's a roar from something nasty. I think that's Anjaneth's role, I don't know exactly. If you can't tell as well, my controller is actually a lot more easier to handle. It's not because I have a new one, it's still my old one, it's just I'm using it in a different way. Because I've actually had two controllers, and this one isn't as badly damaged as the other one. But it's just really annoying to use with forward motion, but it still makes playing this game a lot easier. Really? There's no Kushala tracks around here? This was not the idea I had for this stream. I thought I was gonna have an easy time finding these tracks. I might just go into some optional quests and do those instead, get some better gear. But we can try. See, there's tracks over here. Kushala tracks. We're already a quarter of the way through almost. I might take down that Anjanath actually that's there, seeing as we are in high rank. Oh, that's what we're looking for, wind patterns. They give us a lot. Yeah, see, that like doubled our research. Ooh, and some fur. Oh, that's Toby. I thought that was... I wondered to myself, I was like, since when does Kushala Daora have fur? That's not quite right. Leave me alone for fucking Boa Boa. Oh wait, that's something. Is that an Anjanath claw? I think that might be Anjanath. Yeah. Oh no, that's Rathalos maybe. Rathalos or Rathian. Oh, it's a Rathian. There we go. Oh, you're a big girl, aren't you? As much as I would love to fight you, I'm not looking for you at the moment. I'm looking for Kushala stuff. We're already halfway done, so yeah, I was right. It's only gonna take us 2 or 3 tries. Oh, where's this? I saw it. I saw those blue flies. You can't tell me I didn't see them. Maybe we should move to a new area. Where else does Kushala go? I'm trying to... Let me... I already have red pits with me. Do you know what? A fun fact, actually. I've never called them red pits. I just realized in my entire career of playing Monster Hunter, over 2,000 hours almost, I've never actually called them red pits. I don't call them anything. I just call them pebbles, because they're about as strong as pebbles. They only do like 1 extra damage, so it's not like they're massively stronger. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find any more tracks. I'll run back to the main area, see if there are any. But if not, I'll just head to something like the Wild Spire, search there, and then head back to this place. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. But when you're playing this game, or if you played it back in the beginning before the Clutch Claw came into effect, you'd never use any kind of pebbles or stones or anything. The most you'd use them for is maybe distracting a monster. So if you're running along and you can't be asked to fight it, you'd distract it or something. So you never really had a use for them. And then when Iceborne came out, they brought out the Clutch Claw, and then suddenly everyone was obsessed with them, especially the actual monster parts. Ooh, there's still more. So it was fun to see them use it, which is why I'm actually kind of sad when they took it out in the Rise, because I played a bit of the demo. It wasn't too good, and I say that not because it was a bad game. I say it wasn't too good because the servers kept glitching out and I kept getting disconnected. But I'm sad that they took out Clutch Claws. Although I am excited for the new maneuverability gear, the flies, whatever you want to call them. It's going to be an exciting turn to try and learn a whole new mechanic system, but I still think in the end they'll end up putting the Clutch Claw back in, or some sort of Clutch Claw. I also hope that in the new game they have the guild mechanic. Because for those of you who played Generations, which isn't a lot of you, surprisingly, um, you would have this skill system, which was special abilities, and as you hit the monster, that ability charge would go up. Hey, Jagras. And the higher the ability charge, obviously, once it got to full, you could use it. So you had ones that increased your attack. You had some that straight up healed you. You had one of my favorite ones, which was, as many people know it, the Super Saiyan charge, which is where you literally just stood still and danced like you were using a hunting horn, but you did it with your great sword, and you would just dance around and then do a really strong attack that was like double strength. And especially if that was on a sleeping monster, because it wasn't like in this game where you had to aim it up by doing the whole block, roll back, turn around, and do your charge attacks. Back then, you literally just stood still, did a dance, and then you just attack the monster and do massive damage. And that was enough back then to kill most monsters when they went to sleep. Nowadays, you'll wake them up, and sometimes, depending on how much damage you do, you'll still have to attack them. But back then, that was just an instant knockout. And you could get higher levels at it. So first you start off with charging red, and it'd be fairly quick, maybe 2-second charge. And then you'd go to orange, or then you'd go to, you go to orange, which was like a 5-second charge. And then you had the big boy one, which was yellow, which was the and then you could get the hunting horn to buff you with attack, and it was brilliant. So I'm really hoping they bring it back in Rise. I heard they're basing it a lot off of Generations, which is good because Generations was the first game I played. Well, I say it was the first one I played. Technically, it was. I didn't play much of it. I played about a month or so of it before I played World, because I met my friend Adam. If you watch my Monster Hunter with Friends series, I met him in college when I was doing arboriculture or tree surgery, seeing as some of you are lazy enough not to know what arboriculture is. But I was doing arboriculture, and he was like, "Hey, you've ever heard of Monster Hunter games?" And I was like, "No, I've never heard of them." And he gave me the Generations for the 3DS. Which, luckily, I had a 3DS. But I remember sitting there in college on our lunch breaks, and we would play it. And I was enthralled with the game series. It was absolutely brilliant. You'd sit there and what was the first monster in Generations? It was the Jaggy. It was like a Kuliaku, but it was green. No, it wasn't a Jaggy. It was a Moscow, a Mescosco or something like that. But I remember his look so vividly. He was green, and he was a pack hunter. So like the Jagras has the Great Jagras has the Jagras. The Great Masuko had the regular Masuko, and his main attack was he would stand on his tail like a kangaroo, and he would box you, and he would like jump forward. And I remember learning this game, and I'd fight him, and because obviously the first boss is so weak, you get a real sense of power. And I loved it, and I kept playing the game for quite a while afterwards. I got up to the 6th rank, which back then in that game was amazing, considering on the 3DS you don't have a looking stick. You'd have to touch the bottom touchscreen to look around. So not only did I have to manage my items on the bottom screen, I also had to manage my camera and look at the monster to attack. It was quite difficult to do, but it's where I found my favorite monster in the entire game. In the whole of Monster Hunter, even in World, you can't find a monster better than it. And it was called the Gormagala. It was actually the flagship. Well, it wasn't the flagship monster. Glavenus was the flagship monster for the game, but he was the main story behind the game because he was infecting monsters and making them stronger. And they were attacking other monsters. It was like a plague. But he was my favorite monster. Especially because of his ability in the fight. You would get infected with something called frenzy, and the more that it affected you, the less damage you would do. So you had a bar. Once that bar filled up, you could get rid of it with a null berry. But if you let it infect you, you had a attack boost and a resistance to it, or get a debuff to it, which would make you take more damage. Which was a brilliant concept, because it's not even like he was that vicious. You could get your buff before the bar was even half full, and it was, ooh, doodles. It was brilliant. Honestly, you couldn't find a better mechanic, because it wasn't even that hard. Even when you had his more powerful form, which was Shagaru Magala, which was the gold version after he had finished shedding. Even that, when he was in an arena and you couldn't go anywhere, it was still easy to fight him. It's not like he was an impossible fight. And he was the coolest monster, both in look and design. I just wish his armor was a bit better, and that's why when I heard in Rise they might be bringing him back, I was just I was enthralled with it. I was going to buy it anyway because I mean it's a Monster Hunter game. I love them, but to hear that they were bringing back one of my favorite monsters was just kind of like, yes. Ooh, blue. So I cannot wait. Honestly, I wish I had a capture card. I knew that was Diablos. Well, fucking, I wish I had a capture card so I could show you guys the gameplay, but unfortunately that's expensive to buy a whole setup. As it is, I record my videos using just a regular headpiece, like a set of headphones with a crappy mic, which is why it doesn't sound the best. I make it think I think that my videos have charm, which is complete bullshit. They just suck. But some people like watching them. I'm actually gonna start changing up the way I edit my videos as well, cause I was looking at it. I was looking at my analytics, and for some reason, unless it has episode 1 in the title, or it doesn't have a thumbnail, then people don't like watching it. So, like, for example, my Thief 3 video, which I'm not going to be doing Thief anymore, by the way. As much as I would love to continue playing that game, my controller just doesn't let me play it. If you do eventually come across the episode 3, you'll be able to see, like, I couldn't even climb the most basic of ropes. So it was, I just couldn't do anything. But you look at Thief 3, or you look at Darksiders episode 8 or something, and you'll see it only has like 0 to 4 views, and those are late in the series. They have titles and everything like that. And then you come across things like Darksiders episode 3, which was one of the ones where my thumbnail didn't work, or you come across like the first part of the Monster Hunter with Friends series, which is only a 3-part series. Watch it, it's really funny. But then you see it and it's like, well, why have people liked this? I didn't do anything different with it. It's just they just clicked on the video and watched it. And I know they watched it because YouTube has this thing where it only counts a view if you've watched for a certain amount of time, which honestly I think is a bit stupid, but it shows people who are dedicated to you. Oh, hi. I'ma run this way. No, you bitch! Quick, teleport, teleport, teleport. No, he's angry at me. Damn it, I hate it. I hate it so much. But it makes sure that the only time you get a view is if people actually liked to watch your video. It was really confused, like, as well, the first video I ever put up, which was a Monster Hunter stream, funny enough. It was a really shit one. This is the first stream I had ever done, and I think it was with my friend, but that got 18 views or something like that, and I was like, but why? First video I ever done, no one was on my channel. That was back when I had 0 subscribers. So it really confuses me, the YouTube thing. So I'm gonna try and, when I edit my videos, hi Devil Joe, when I edit my videos, I'm gonna not put on a thumbnail and see how that goes for a little while. Try shortening them up. The thing is, I don't like doing... Oh, he's coming straight for me. I don't like doing short videos. Oh, damn it. I don't like doing short videos, because it means I have to do more of them and it's more work. And I know that makes me sound lazy. But when you have to do more work, it means that the series is going to end up being 60 episodes long. And I really don't want that. Like, look at my Monster Hunter one. It has 10 episodes maybe, and it's basically finished. All I have to do is kill the Elder Dragons, and then kill the